Lofgren. And to our witnesses, this is such an important discussion because it impacts all of those who work with us. And of course, Congress can't function without all the amazing employees who work here, from those working in own offices, the interns. There was great conversation today about the unpaid staff, and of course, the Capitol Police. Mr. James, I want to make sure that the service you described actually reach employees and are tailored to them, whether they work in the Capitol or across the country in our diverse districts. Can you describe a bit the kind of training that your staff, including the confidential advisors and mediators, receive to ensure that services are provided? And also, I have an incredibly diverse district, and all our members have diverse districts. How are they done in a culturally relevant manner?
Well, thank you. It's a very complex question, and there are lots of things come to mind. I don't think that our trainers actually are multilingual, but that's something to consider. They are able to provide training via Zoom, as I mentioned before. We have a sign up on our website. There's, learning management system that employees can go to. There are videos on our website. They can contact our office and request training. We provide the training via Zoom on several issues, including the Congressional Accountability Act. As far as the confidential advisor, she provides information on a one-on-one basis. So in other words, she's not necessarily involved in training. She's involved in informing staff who might call the office and say, I'm not sure if this is an issue, concerning my rights under the Family Medical Leave Act, or the Fair Labor Standards Act, but she will deal one-on-one with people. Our trainers deal with the education program, and some of our attorneys on the Office of General Counsel also provide a brown bag. And that's giving information on the various provisions of the CAA and the legal status of some of those decisions and other cases that are affecting them.
Thank you. And I know that you touched on this earlier in the conversation, but how are we making sure that, especially in our district office, people are understanding what that these services are available?
Right. So we do reach out to, we do send out quarterly newsletters, and we have information available on our website. So all of that goes to everybody. All new staff get hard copy brochures from us. And so we do regularly reach out to staff located in the DC area as well as in district offices on a regular basis so that they have this information.
Thank you. I now want to go to the 2019 report, Mr. Chair Wallace. Back in 2019, the GAO wrote that the OCWR lacks results-oriented performance goals, related measures, and reports assessing progress. So it's been about 2 years since that report. Can you describe what performance measures you've been put in place, and can you make sure that the committee gets information about that?
The board, in conjunction with the staff, spent a considerable amount of time developing a new strategic plan for our office. And the GAO report had mentioned a number of things that they felt should be in the strategic plan. And we worked very hard on it, coming up with 5 different goals, which I can tell you what the goals are if you're interested. But for each one, we set various initiatives and action items so that we could judge from those what our actions have been, and have we been meeting the goals? Are we meeting them? What are the timelines? So I think we've become much more organized in that regard. Strategic goals are becoming much more important for offices to do, especially within the government. We are doing that also within our IT realm. And as a matter of fact, one of the goals in the strategic plan is to work IT into more and more of the things that we're doing to update how we interact with people, that type of thing. So we've taken the GAO report to heart. We're working with them, advising them on the steps that we've taken. But I think the strategic goal, which is available on our website, is probably the biggest thing that we've done to follow through on the kinds of things they asked us to do.
Thank you, and my time has expired. I yield back. Thank you, Madam Chairman.
Thanks very much. I see Mr. Aguilar is here, and he is